Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. We come to you this afternoon as the Region Sports Network presents the Fontbonne University Griffins hosting the Calumet College of Crimson Wave from Fontbonne in St. Louis. I'm Chris Ramirez. I'll have the play-by-play along with Nathan Laird sitting next to me, who has the color on today's game. Nathan, a beautiful day, a beautiful afternoon for some college football.
Yeah, it's exciting times. The third game for Crimson Wave football. A great performance last week in their big win over Midway, a 35-0 victory for the Crimson Wave, where the defense absolutely dominated. We'll see if that Crimson Wave defense can stand up once again, taking on a Fontbonne team looking for their first win in program history. Two teams that... Again, the Cal College defense dominated. The Fontbonne defense has had a hard time getting going this season, so should be an exciting one here for the Crimson Wave.
Absolutely. Jay Novak, the head coach, and his staff looking to get above the 500 mark, hoping to be 2-1 after today's ball game. You mentioned their big 35-0 romp last week. First two games at home, and now their first time on the road here. And one of the things Coach Novak told me this week is, playing at home in front of your fans and all of that stuff, it's football's a little bit more fun, but once they hit the road, it's all business, and that's the way they're taking this here. So we are just about set for kickoff. Cal College will receive the ball. There's the kickoff, the pickup on the far side here. It's going to be pretty good field position for Calumet College here as the Crimson Wave are near midfield to start the game.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Cal College comes out and starts this one. We've seen their rushing attack take over the first 2 weeks of the season. 593 rushing yards for the Crimson Wave, and on 100 total rushes. Chris, I could even do that math. They're averaging 5.93 yards per rush.
That's not bad, Chrissy. You learned something at Griffith, Nathan. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Math was never my strong suit.
Looking at the Calumet College Crimson Wave offense, it's Hanover Central graduate Blaze Kano at quarterback. He's got Jonathan Flemings and Dak Dietz behind him in the backfield. They'll spread it out a little bit here. Do our best to get you all the starters as we go. Here's the snap. Kano looks to his left. The pass is dropped, or is it picked off? And what do you see there, Nathan?
It's incomplete. They try to go a quick hitter to Lauren Ruth there to start things off, get that passing game, which has really struggled the first couple weeks of the season, get that going early, but Ruth unable to haul that wide receiver screen in.
All right, looking at the wide receivers here that we have on paper as starters today, C.J. Cash, Nino Barbosa, the Whiting boy, and Marikai Whitlock. Here's the snap up high, the handoff, that's going nowhere. The guys up front for Cal College are Dylan Cortez, George Montez, Tristan Diedeker, Hunter Boatwright, and Ryan Davenport.
Talked about with Fontbonne, how their offense is struggling. Defensively, though, they're playing well. They've only given up 3 touchdowns in their first 2 games of the season.
Long pass, downfield, overthrown.
Took a deep shot there. It looked like to Lauren Ruth, number 7, the intended target for the Crimson Wave. So starting with good field position, unfortunately for them, they go 3 and out.
Cal College will now punt it away. Coming in to do that is Jared Sayes. We got a chance to talk with Jared last week.
He's been one of the standout players for the Crimson Wave for their first 2 games. He's been able to pin opposing offenses deep.
Yep, and we've got a flag here. I think Fontbonne jumped on that one. So let's see what the officials are going to call here. I thought I saw some early movement across the neutral zone from the defensive line, but doesn't look like I don't know. We're not going to get a signal on that, I guess, but they're going to line up.
Looks like they declined it. Yeah,
penalty has been declined. Okay.
And
do we know what it was?
Sayes once again pinning the defense deep.
Yeah, he's been spectacular so far through the first 2 weeks, and now his initial punt here in Game 3.
Looks like down to the 2-yard line. So for a Fontbonne offense that's really been struggling this year, only 279 yards of total offense in 2 games. This Cal College defense got a chance to maybe put up 2 points of their own.
Handoff up the middle. That goes nowhere. Maybe a yard or two. The defensive starters look like this for Jay Novak, Trevor Bussey, Jake Bodenchak, and Christian Hauk, along with Nazar Fort, the big four up front. The linebackers, Alexander Delache, Isaac Hedgewood, and Jared Cottrell.
Yeah, Alexander Delache makes plays all over the field. And how about Isaac Hedgewood, the pick six from last week to seal the game, the Portage grad, playing really well for the Crimson Wave.
The defensive backfield includes Josh Tejeda, Brian Walker, Messiah Selby, and Quindarius Davis.
Fontbonne quarterback Zaffer Lee on the keeper there, picks up a couple yards. He's their second leading rusher on the season, 7 carries for 28 yards coming into this game.
That's not a lot of production.
Yeah, Darian White, their leading ball carrier, 16 carries, 94 yards. Like I said, this is an offense that's really struggled the first 2 games of the season. A 7-0 loss to Quincy to open up the season, a 14-6 loss last week at Bellarmine. See what the Griffins do here on third down. Third and about 5.
Here comes the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throws it long to the near side. That ball looks like it's caught right along the sideline. A real nice job of pitch and catch there.
Yeah, receiver got behind the defensive back, Messiah Selby for Calumet College. That was Jalen Polite, a 5'10 wide receiver out of St. Louis, making the long catch for the Griffins.
Taking a look at the economy game day forecast here. It's a beautiful 74 degrees in St. Louis right now with north-northeast winds at just 8 miles an hour. Around 6:30 or so, we'll have sunset, so the lights will be on before this is all over, but it's not going to get any lower than the mid to upper 60s, so a beautiful night for football. There's a handoff, left side, goes nowhere.
Fontbonne running some read option there.
Midwest Sprint Football League here is what you're watching, the inaugural season. Calumet College of St. Joseph representing Northwest Indiana in the Midwest Sprint Football League. We are here in week 3 of the season.
Let's see how the Cal College defense responds after giving up that long play on third down.
Here's the snap. Throw comes this way. Well covered by the Crimson Wave. Picks up a few yards as he manages to break a tackle.
Well, we're on just the second possession of the game here, Chris. We've seen both teams run a wide receiver screen. For Cal College, it didn't work out. For Fontbonne, they pick up a few yards there. Is it going to be a bubble screen day in St. Louis?
Quarterback drops back, throws a bullet, overthrown off the hands of the wide receiver, off the fingertips. And Cal College will send out its coverage team.
Nice job by the Cal College defense to, after they give up the big play, they don't really give up anything else. That, flips the field position, so good for Fontbonne there, but call that a win for the Crimson Wave defense. That
Yeah, they may have got lucky there. That ball, if that throw has a little bit more touch on it, the wide receiver may bring it down for a first down, but as it turns out, pass was incomplete, and now we'll have fourth down. Fourth down and about 5, maybe 6. Here's the snap, the boot. It's a low kick, line drive.
takes a Fontbonne bounce.
Boy, it sure does. Picks up 15 yards on the roll.
That looked like when it came off the foot of the punter that it was heading directly out of bounds, but it kind of knuckleballed its way to stay on the field and then took a Fontbonne bounce. So decent field position for the Crimson Wave, but could have been a lot better with the way that came off his foot.
They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line, their second possession of the game. Calumet College comes in at 1-1. Lost their first game in overtime, a tough loss there. A slip in the end zone may have cost them the game in overtime on that one, but they came out in week 2 and 35-0. So they're 1-1. There's a handoff up the middle again that goes nowhere. Not the most imaginative offense in the game so far for either team.
Now, you know Cal College, after they threw 2 of their first 3 plays, that they wanted to get back to the running game. But this Fontbonne defense, which has been pretty stout, led by Avion Bass with 23 total tackles coming into today, they've been pretty good. They're going to sell out to stop the run. You look at how many guys are in the box here. They know the Crimson Wave want to run the football.
Yeah, they don't want to get beat up the middle, that's for sure. Here's the snap. Kano rolls out to his right. He's going to throw. He's got a man open. That ball is caught for a first down. Looks like it's going to pick up probably 17 yards on that, Nathan.
Yeah, Kano rolling out to his right, finding the receiver, picks up a nice chunk of change for Kano, his 11th completion on the season. Nice play design there for the Crimson Wave. Maybe, like I said, the defense is stacking the box. Let's see if that pushes them back a little bit, opens up some room for Jonathan Flemings, who's had a real nice start to his collegiate career. We'll give you his numbers here after this play.
Here's the snap. Kano fakes the handoff, keeps it, goes up the middle for a nice gain. Picks up, looks like about 7 yards.
And Blaze Kano's the Crimson Wave's second leading rusher, 18 carries for 92 yards. Most, if not all, those coming last week in the win over Midway. First play of the game, he ran for 57 yards. So he's been pretty good with his legs so far. So is Jonathan Flemings, the running back. 32 carries, 299 yards, and 4 touchdowns in 2 games. 9.3 yards per carry for the Michigan City grad.
Not too bad of a start to the season. Kano barks the signals out, looks over the defense, has the snap. Here's the handoff up the right side. Picks up maybe a yard or so. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now.
I have to wonder if they're thinking they're in 4-down territory here, with as well as their defense has been playing. With just 2 yards to go, as good as their offensive line is, I think Coach Novak may be thinking, all right, if we don't pick it up here, we're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and he's just looking to chip away and get close. And let's see what happens here. Cal College. Here's the handoff. Nope. Kano keeps it. Breaks a tackle, gets past the first down marker. And it's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Crimson Wave.
Boy, running the outside read option there. A little bit gutsy, because that could have been a sizable loss there for Cal College, but Blaze Kano somehow able to stay on his feet. Pick up the first down by a couple yards.
Yeah, he didn't fool the defense there, but he did manage to break a tackle, and that was the biggest part of that play right there. So Cal College now in a 1st and 10 situation. Kano in the shotgun. Throws it here, left side, well covered. Maybe a 1-yard gain.
It's Keyshawn McGill on the catch out of Michigan City.
Number of local kids. If you're just tuning into Cal College Crimson Wave football for the first time, got a roster of about 65, 66 kids. And half of those, I think 33 is the number, from Northwest Indiana, Lake Porter, LaPorte. So a good local flavor, but a nice mix of kids from all over the place. As far away as Texas, Las Vegas, Florida. Kano rolls out right. He's going to tuck it and run. Doesn't pick up much.
Yeah, that play was kind of doomed from the start, the low shotgun snap. Kano had to look down at the field to make sure he got the ball and took his eyes off his receiver. By the time he was able to pick it up, he didn't have many options there.
Cal College at the line. Now we've got a stoppage of play from the officials here. Okay, not sure what that was about, as Cal College was looking to kind of maybe go a little more up-tempo. Fumble on the snap. Kano has it. Avoids a tackler, takes off. He's not going to get very far. He may even lose a yard.
It's a couple plays in a row now that there's been a issue with the snap, and this one's going to force the Crimson Wave to punt. You can't get your plays off if that center quarterback exchange goes awry right from the get-go.
Yeah, they're going to have to fix that.
They run predominantly out of shotgun. We saw Midway have issues with that last week at the game at Ray P. Gallivan Field. Haven't seen Calumet College have too many issues with the shotgun snap.
Sayas in punt formation, gets it off. Long punt towards the near corner here.
Barely got that one off, though. I thought that one might have gotten tipped.
They were close. But again, good field position. Sayas doing a nice job. You don't see kickers too often anymore aiming for that coffin corner like you once did maybe back in the 70s and the 80s. Now they just sort of boot it straight and hope it can get covered and down. But
yeah, he's got Fontbonne pinned at the 15.
He sure does.
That's 2 punts for him, both inside the 20-yard line. That's got to be about half a dozen for him on the season so far. This is game 3.
Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage as he's gang tackled.
Yeah, forward progress is only going to give him about a loss of 1, but that Cal College defense pushed him back for about a loss of 10. But the refs are going to give him a more favorable spot for the Griffins. We've seen a lot of option for both teams.
So second down now, 11 yards to go for the Griffins. Maybe a little bit, maybe 12. Well, I don't know. That's, I guess, about a yard and a half marker. It looks like on the sideline they gave him as a loss here. So second and 11 plus. Fontbonne, 2 receivers to each side. 1 man in the backfield. There's a pass knocked down, it looked like.
Nice play there by the blitzing Crimson Wave linebacker to get his hand on that. If he doesn't get that receiver screen is open. You're looking at a nice chunk of yardage for Fontbonne, maybe even a first down.
Yep, absolutely. Cal College with a nice timely play there. You're watching Crimson Wave Sprint Football here on the Region Sports Network. Third down, we'll call it 11. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, throws a bullet far side. It's caught, but it's going to be short of the first down marker.
Nice tackle there for the corner for Cal College. I think that is Quindarius Davis, who's made a handful of plays for the Crimson Wave over the course of this season. You normally don't see corners like to go up and do the picture perfect form tackle like that. Usually you try to arm tackle a little bit, but he got his head right in there, made a solid tackle. Make sure the receiver didn't pick up any extra yardage.
It's fourth down now for Fontbonne. Their second punt of the game here.
Line drive punt.
Crimson Waves look like they'll take it over at their own 37-yard line. So good field position for the Crimson Wave here. Field position wise, they've had the better of it here this afternoon so far in the early going. Here's the snap. Handoff, gets nowhere. May have lost a yard.
And this is we thought this could be a defensive slugfest, and so far it's played out exactly like that. The two defensive fronts both for the Crimson Wave and for Fontbonne, are really taking over this game. Offenses are having a hard time moving the ball.
Yeah, they sure are. So if you're Calumet College right now, you want to continue to win the field position battle.
Yeah, special teams are going to be huge in this game.
Yes, they are. Kano in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Here's the throw. It's caught. Nino Barbosa. Not going to pick up much, though.
Good to see Nino Barbosa back in the game. I don't think he played much at all last week against Midway. Got hurt in the first game of the season. Came back late in that game to finish it out, but didn't see him last week. Good to see him back out there. When he gets the ball, he can really make stuff happen. As any fan of the Whiting Oilers remembers.
Absolutely. 3rd down now. About 6 yards to go. Another low snap. Kano with no chance. Now he's got to try to avoid tacklers. And he's not really going to pick up any positive yards at all on that. So once again, Nathan, the quarterback-center exchange, a little bit less than perfect.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy there again. And Fontbonne coming in on the blitz. The Cal College offensive line does not pick it up. And Matthew Reinsch for Fontbonne, a freshman out of St. Peters, Missouri, was able to tackle Kano in the open field to force another 3-and-out for Cal College.
And Cal College now Sayez.
Yeah, movement.
Yep.
Fontbonne jump.
Well, if they did, I think we're still about 6, maybe 7 yards from a first down.
Yeah, that'll put him about 1.5 yards short. I don't know what the way this Fontbonne defensive front is playing, though. That'd be a risky.
You're winning the field position game, and your punter is burying them inside their own 20. I think you stick with that regardless of the penalty here. I wouldn't 4-down territory right now.
You don't want to hand them the ball in
no, you
field
don't.
Position.
Don't make. Yeah, the easier you make it on them.
Let's see how short they are. Short.
Boy, that is close, though.
That's that is close.
Yeah, yeah, that was like a 6.5-yard penalty.
Yeah, but punt team doesn't even walk off the field, or they got a fake in them.
I don't know, but
not against that special team front.
Right. If you're going to go for it there with 1 yard to go, just put your quarterback out there.
Sias booms another one.
Fake punting from there on 4th and 7, maybe. But if you're 3 feet from first down, I think you give it to your best player. Yeah. But I like this call here to go ahead and kick it, keep him buried. Where are we at here? 22-yard line, it looks like?
22.
Okay. Not quite inside the 20, but still, you're keeping them buried on their half of the field with your special teams. And in a low-scoring game, field position is going to be key.
And this has all the makings of a low-scoring game here so far.
Yeah, there aren't going to be a whole lot of big plays, it doesn't look like. Here's the snap, handoff, up the middle, goes nowhere. Fontbonne just not getting anything done up front whatsoever. No, we're seeing 3 guys almost every tackle for the Crimson Wave here.
Yeah, this Crimson Wave defensive front, Xander Delachey, Nazir Fort, Isaac Hedgewood, Trevor Bussey, who's a Knox grad. These guys are just making plays all over the field. We've seen it for 3 weeks now.
2nd down.
Looks like they're showing blitz off the top.
Here's the handoff, left side. He breaks through. A nice run for a first down on the far side.
Bit of a read option there for Fontbonne, right into where the blitzer came from. So once he got past that first line of defenders, he had plenty of space to run, pick up a Fontbonne first down. They're second of the game.
So here we go now. No score in the ball game. Crimson Wave, game number 3 of the season of the Midwest Sprint Football League. All their coverage this season on the Region Sports Network as time is called. Zach, let's go ahead and cue up a 30-second timeout ourselves. We'll be back with more on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know? Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait. Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party?
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back into Game Day, College Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, as we've got the Crimson Wave of Calumet College taking on Fontbonne, the Griffins of Fontbonne in St. Louis. Saturday afternoon football here, the Midwest Sprint Football League. We are working on some camera issues, so please be patient.
A defensive slugfest through the first quarter here, Chris. Both defensive fronts really dominating this game, not allowing either offense to get in any sort of rhythm.
Yeah, a very fast first quarter here. Blaze Kano.
Is there a penalty on Fontbonne?
It might have been.
Yeah, 'cause it looks like about 1st and 15 here.
Yep. Yep, that's what it is. There was some sort of penalty. They didn't. I didn't see a signal on anything. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls out to his right. He's going to tuck it and run. Not going to get much, though. Picks up a couple of yards before getting thrown to the ground.
Second and 13 here for the Griffins after that run by Zaffer Lee. Looking over this Fontbonne roster, a lot of guys from obviously the St. Louis area. Got Nashville as well, North Carolina, Alabama. So they got a nice mixture as well, Florida. So not all St. Louis kids. New Mexico.
Second down.
Cal College coming down the blitz. Fumble. Looks like the Crimson Wave
They're
got it.
loose ball, yep. Let's see what they say here. Cal College says they have it. Let's see if the officials agree. Cal College, last man out of the pile with the ball. And, yep, we're going to have a change of possession here.
And that's why you play the field position battles. You trust your defense, which has been outstanding all year. You trust them to make some plays, and they do right there. Great job coming in off the blitz, untouched. They get the fumble recovery. Now it's time for the offense to step up and find the end zone here, because this seems like the kind of game that one or two scores going to win it for you.
Yeah, and they've got a real short field to work with here. A quick change of possession. So this is one Cal College. Now, they need to take advantage of this situation here. And I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Novak throwing on first down here.
I was wondering if you see I see Kano out there, but I was wondering if this is where you see Carson Crow. They mix him in a little bit at quarterback. He's not the passer that Kano is, but you give it to Crow a couple times. He had a couple touchdown runs last week. Are we going to have a penalty here?
It sure looks like it. And what is going on? Again, no signal on anything. I didn't see a flag.
That's more than a 15-yarder. And the Cal College defense is out there. Was there a penalty taken away?
They've moved the ball back up another 5 yards. But the chains are going to our left.
Yeah, so there must have been a penalty on Cal College.
Oh, my. And again, no signal from this officiating crew. I don't know. I haven't seen a signal on a flag all day here.
I've seen one.
Wow. So first down for the Griffins, and look at this. He busts through the hole. Let's see here if we can figure out what happened. There are some camera issues, you can tell if you're watching, and we'll do what we can to get that corrected. So again, not quite sure what happened there. We're quite a distance from the field and not getting much in the way of communication from the officiating crew, so we don't know what happened on the fumble and the recovery and the ensuing penalty that took place. So instead of Cal College having the ball inside their opponent's 30-yard line, suddenly Fontbonne has it second down here on the Crimson Wave 40-yard line.
Well, that was a nice play by Fontbonne, taking advantage of a big swing in momentum there when it looked like Cal College was going to have the ball, great field position. Fontbonne keeps it and busts off a big play there.
Here's the snap, handoff. Goes nowhere. Once again, a swarming Calumet College defense, 4 or 5 white jerseys in there. No score if you're just joining us. Second quarter action. The Crimson Wave on the road for the first time. They bust out of Whiting yesterday. When I talked to Coach Novak on Wednesday in his weekly coaches show, he talked about the differences between playing at home and playing on the road with his team.
About 12 minutes to go here in the half.
Man goes in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback avoids one defender, throws downfield. It's caught. Going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. What's the forward progress on that?
He's got it. Nice leaping catch there. This Fontbonne offense is on the move.
Well, whatever it was on that penalty and turnover, that right now, Nathan, that could be the IKORCC play of the game.
Yeah, because that looked like
a mystery play.
And that looked like more than 15 yards. That almost looked closer to 30 on the penalty.
I wonder if could there have been more than one penalty on the play then?
Yeah.
Could there have been, say,
Couple
an offsides and a
dead ball
personal foul or yep. Which would be tacked on. Here's the throw. That's going to go in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Fontbonne catches it for a touchdown. Wow, we've seen them run that's the second time they've run that play. This time in the end zone, they've completed it both times, and this one for a touchdown.
That's good speed up top by the wide receiver. Get by 2 Cal College defenders, and a nice catch in the back of the end zone to get a foot down for a Griffins touchdown. What a swing in momentum from where we thought we were just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, really, really, again, tough to figure out what happened on that play. And whatever, the Crimson Wave obviously had some trouble reacting to that. And it's certainly understandable. I mean, they run off the field thinking they've got first down. Next thing you know, the ball's 20 yards the other way and the defense is back on the field. There's the kick.
Don't see a signal there by theirs either.
All right, so Fontbonne
I think the kick was
scores
good.
first. Yeah, it was close either way, and like you said, no signal.
It's under 11 minutes to go here in the half. Fontbonne leads Cal College 6-0.
Boy, a big swing right there. And, Nathan, I don't know how many times in our years of doing the play of the game, we've had a situation where something like that, basically a penalty, would be the play of the game. Because essentially there was no play. Wouldn't that be accurate? Officially, there's no play that was actually recorded. The penalty would have wiped it out. But right now, that is the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, and again, not just what it does field position wise. Again, the swing and momentum. You saw Fontbonne have brand new life after that penalty.
Kickoff goes through one man's hands, picked up now. Cal College will get it out past the 30-yard line, so decent field position to start with. Crimson Wave again, maybe in a bit of a little bit of a shock after all of that happened. I know it threw me off, and with no explanation, I think, Nathan, that kind of makes it a little harder to kind of put it behind you. But Cal College is going to have to do that now. They're going to have to forget about that. That series is over with.
Had a flag here on the return against Cal College. So field position going to get worse.
That's right now. That would be to me maybe for Calumet College the penalties in the game. Look at this. They're walking off at least 10, 15 yards.
Looks like 10, a block in the back, maybe.
Well, the ball was at the 32. It's at the 17 now. So that's see, I can do my math too, Nathan, without a pencil in my hand or a calculator. That's 15 yards.
You are much better at math than I am. I have no shame with saying that. You do math in your head better than anybody I know.
Oh, I don't know why that is. I guess that's the Munster math thing they tell me. All right, here's the pitch. Left side.
It's like Elijah Antis in the game.
Thank you for joining us here. Region Sports Network, Saturday afternoon, college football for you. Nathan Laird, yours truly, Chris Ramirez. We've got Zach Miller here in the studio with us.
And we're in the Centier Bank Studios today.
Ball thrown far side here. It's going to go nowhere. I'm not even sure if it was caught.
It was. It looked like for a little bit of a loss, or in this case scenario for the Crimson Wave, no gain. I think he lost about half a yard. This Cal College offense hasn't had much going for them today. Fontbonne selling out to stop the run. They've kept Jonathan Flemings in check.
Second down now for Calumet College. Another low snap.
Pass completed. Does he get the first down? It looks like it's going to be a little short.
Sure does.
That's right at the sticks. They're going to say it was incomplete. I think. Nope. They're moving the sticks.
There they go. First down. Yep.
It looked like with the way the Cal College offense was lined up, looked like they were going back to the original line of scrimmage.
I think anybody that's followed football for any length of time, you really don't even have to follow it for all that long, understands how you signal a first down, and that's not something that we saw there.
No, it's not. About 9.5 minutes to go here in the half.
Kano, this time a high snap. That's going to go nowhere. But Nathan, I think we've identified two things for Calumet College: the center quarterback exchange and the untimely penalties they've had here.
Yeah.
Two biggest problems, but they got to solve this one here quick.
Yeah, they really do. It's blown up at least 3 or 4 plays for them, and the offensive line is getting beat by this Fontbonne defensive front, no doubt about it.
Makes that exchange all the more important. Really no time for Kano out there to react other than grab the ball and go.
That play right there was dead in the water on a design handoff.
Kano rolls out this side here. He's got people all over him. This Fontbonne defense, we knew they were pretty good coming in, and they've played like it today. So it's going to be a second down and long. Check that third down and long situation.
Yeah, third and about 18 here for the Crimson Wave.
Kano looks over the defense. Got 2 men to the far side. He's going to throw it to the near side here. Whoa. Lucky that wasn't picked off. 3 dark jerseys and only one white jersey there.
Yeah, it looked like some miscommunication between Kano and his receiver, Lauren Ruth.
Who went to the wrong spot or turned the wrong way.
He sat down in the coverage, and Kano was expecting him to keep on crossing. And you're right, he's lucky that wasn't picked off. And Crimson Wave are going to have to punt here. And you got to say the tide of momentum is all the way on the side of the Fontbonne Griffins here.
They've got the lead, and now they've completely changed the field position part of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have real good field position. Their returner is lined up on his own 43-yard line. So Sai is going to have to boom this one if he wants to flip it here. It almost gets blocked.
Oh. Where is it? Land of 40, and then it takes a Fontbonne bounce.
Yeah, Fontbonne's going to have the ball at the Cal College 38, 39-yard line.
A lot of pressure coming up the middle on Saez there. Fontbonne up front, Nathan, whether it's been on first, second, third, or fourth down, has been pretty impressive. They've put pressure on the punter all day.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job defensively of stopping those Crimson Wave run attempts on first and second down. And Cal College does not want to play behind that down and distance like that. They want to be in running situations, and Fontbonne is doing a good job putting them in passing situations, which isn't where this Crimson Wave offense is most efficient.
Let's see if the defense can get a stop. Here's the pitch.
Nice tackle on the outside, Quindarius Davis.
Great play by Davis in that one.
About 7.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Fontbonne leads Calumet College 6-0.
That's going to be about a 4-yard loss, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, and if he gets to the outside, he's running for a little while.
But Davis did not let him get to that edge.
You're Fontbonne here. Do you take another deep shot? You've had success with a couple of them so far in this game.
Yeah, it's worked. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They are going to try it again, maybe. Here it is, same play, similar anyway. Yep, and he's wide open. Did he grab it? He caught it. Feet inbounds, I do believe. It looks that way.
A little toe tap there at about the Cal College 20-yard line. Pick of about 18 yards for Griffin first down.
Griffins aren't really that efficient offensively, but they found a hole in the Calumet College defense right now through the air. The receiver had nobody around him. It was just a question of whether or not he would catch it and stay in bounds. So the Griffins are threatening again here. Now the clock is rolling. We're ready for football here. Not sure what the stoppage was.
There was a flag on the play. I believe it was against Cal College. It was going to be declined.
Are you a mind reader, Nathan? I'm watching the same game you are. I didn't see that, nor did I see anything by the officials once again. It's a good thing I got you sitting next to me.
I got my sources.
Nathan Laird, a well-connected man.
Pick up about 2 on that play. 6 minutes to go here in the half.
Here's a snap. Handoff, left side. Going nowhere.
Crimson Wave have good defensive speed sideline to sideline. They've gotten beat vertically a few times, but this outside running game that Fon's trying to get going, they've really struggled with due to the speed of this Cal College defensive front.
That has gotten them nowhere today. Really, all of their offense has been pretty much on 3 offensive passes.
Yeah. And one, they had one run after.
They did
that,
have. You're right. They did have that one to the far side. Yep. Third down here.
Yep, third and about 11.
Yep, third and long. Timeout on the field. Fontbonne wants to get it right here, and I don't blame him in this situation. If they can convert here, then they're in prime position for a touchdown. Either way, they're in field goal range already. This is the first year of the Midwest Sprint Football League. If you're not familiar with sprint football, 178 pounds or less. So that's what you got to weigh in on Thursday. If you're over that, you're sitting that week. They do give a little weight allowance once you weigh in, so you can kind of go chow down. But it's a little bit like wrestling in that regard, that you have to make weight. And therefore you have to watch your diet and you have to exercise right during the season.
What I think it's great about this program and this league is it gives opportunity to guys who, maybe wouldn't have the opportunities to play college football because they were smaller. And these guys are getting an opportunity to play at the next level that without sprint football, they don't get that opportunity before.
I would think that in a lot of cases, probably a majority of the cases, these are kids that were simply overlooked because they weren't big enough. Doesn't mean they weren't good football players. They just weren't the college size. And this sprint football league opens up, and now all of a sudden, hundreds of kids get to play college football that otherwise wouldn't.
That third down pass goes through the hands of a Calumet Wave defender, Crimson Wave defender.
So where are we at? Fourth down here?
Fourth and 11 here.
Let's see if they're going to send the kicker out. There's a flag on the field.
There is. And it's against Cal College. It's going to give a first down to Fontbonne.
Anybody see a signal?
Well, and where was pass interference? Where was the contact versus when the ball was touched?
So they're going to move the chains then. That's a pass interference and a first down. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Oh, my. And I did see the official do some sort of signal, but he doesn't come over towards the side of the, where the press box is and those work upstairs here and where the stands are.
Fade pass to the corner.
That's out, right? It's out. Incomplete. So second down now. Calumet College here really getting hurt with the flags.
Yeah, we're under 5 minutes to go here in the half, and this Crimson Wave defense has to hold on with the way Fontbonne's defense is playing.
More than anything, Nathan, the timing of these penalties. Yeah. Instead of changing possession,
you're looking at
you're giving them the ball. Yeah,
a 4th and 11 coming up. Instead, you're giving them a first down. The other big one, you're looking at a fumble recovery. Said they get the ball back.
And they get 20 yards added to that. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throws it. Nice move put on by the receiver. Gets down inside the 5-yard line.
That's going to be a first down for Fontbonne. So they're going to have first and goal from about the 4.
Fontbonne threatening to score once again. They already lead 6-0. I think if you're this point, if you're Calumet College, you want to hold them to whatever you can, get in the locker room, regroup, come out and play a better second half. Here's the snap, the handoff, nowhere to go. Is there a loose ball?
Looks like the ball's on the turf.
Yeah, it's a loose ball. Calumet College is saying they have it.
Let's watch for flags. Ref signal Cal College ball.
Wow, what a big play that was.
Even if you don't score off this, you kept them out of the end zone. And again, with the way this game is going, 2 touchdowns seems like a huge lead in this ball game, but that's a big play by the Crimson Wave defense. There's a candidate for our Proud Union Home play of the game, brought to you by the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters.
Most definitely. If Cal College is now able to change the tide of this game here, that could be the play that does it for them. Huge turnover there. We were just talking about how the bad timing of the penalties and how they were shooting themselves in the foot. They come back right there and make up for it.
That's why I was watching for a flag on the field there, because that seems just the way this game has gone. So under 4 minutes to go here in the half, they're going to have a penalty on Fontbonne. No, they didn't call that?
A little home cooking going on here.
Yeah, he
Why
looked like
is everybody
he looked
set?
Like he had a clear path to the quarterback. I mean,
Not sure why there wasn't a whistle and a flag there, but there wasn't. Handoff up the middle. Picks up a few.
just trying to get out of the shadow of your own end zone a little bit there. I like how they brought extra protection back there. Some extra blockers with Dietz. In case there's a little bit of a jailbreak and Fontbonne has a free rush to the quarterback.
Yeah, last thing you want to do right now if you're the Crimson Wave is give them the ball back.
It's a nice handoff up the middle. Looks like it's going to be a first down.
Cal College now with an opportunity to eat up the rest of the clock here.
Yeah, we're just over 3 minutes to go in this half. Like I said, even if you don't, obviously if you're the Crimson Wave, you want to score here. But even if you don't, if you go into half 6-0 with what you were potentially looking at just a few moments ago, you're fine with 6-0.
Yeah, I would say right now I agree with you there. Scoring would be the second most important thing. Going into the locker room, not down 13-0, is something that
we got a penalty before the
we
play even
do.
started.
There's the official.
False start.
It's going to be a false start against Cal College, so we did signal that
I
time.
was going to say, we got a signal this time.
Well, I think it's just more where he just signals wherever he's at.
Right.
Last time he was near the far sideline behind some players when he did it on that pass interference call. Calumet College backed up now. Worse yet, that stops the clock. All right, welcome back. A little technical issue here. Chris Ramirez, Nathan Laird with you. Calumet College sprint football. Handoff coming this way.
Well, that was
A couple of big hits and maybe a late hit there.
And there's the flag.
There it is.
That's the
Yep.
right call. Antis took a hit out of bounds. He was out of bounds by a few steps.
Yeah, the defender was out of bounds when he hit the ball carrier, who was a couple of steps out.
So tack on another 15.
Do that, and suddenly Calumet College now is looking at a potential scoring situation here. At first, it was merely let's try to get out of here and eat up the clock, but now they're going to be across midfield. Aren't they?
They just called a personal foul. They haven't moved the ball yet, though.
No, they haven't. And now they're moving. Okay, here we go. This starts to make a little sense. So Calumet College now at the Fontbonne 49-yard line. A couple of minutes left here in the first half. Here's the snap. Kano drops back. He's going to get hit, but he unloads it in time. It's going to be incomplete. Not sure who that was, but somebody got a free shot at Kano on that one.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the half.
Second down, 10 yards to go now for the Crimson Wave. 3 wide receivers lined up to the far side, one here to the near side. One man in the backfield with Kano, who's in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Kano looks downfield. Throws it. It's going to be, I think that's caught. Did he juggle it?
Yeah,
Nope, it's a catch.
Yeah, he juggled it, make the catch for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah,
About 90 seconds to go here in this first half. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout by Cal College.
So where are we at? Third down here, Nathan?
Yeah, we're looking at third and about 6, 7.
So if you're Jay Novak now, you've got a decision to make. Or obviously you want to get the first down, but you also got to eat up some clock here.
Yeah, your running game
So if you're
has been going this drive better than it has been pretty much the entire game before. I think you see what your running game can get you, and
I'm with you. I think I keep it on the ground here. If let the clock run. If you get the first down, great. If you don't, you take a little time off the clock, or you make Fontbonne call a timeout.
yeah, and it's
But with Fontbonne's passing game, they've connected on some long passes.
Right.
So I'm not thinking they're going to take a knee. So if you're Cal College, what are you going to do here? Let's see. Well, they got 3 guys lined up to the near side here, 1 man to the far side. So it's a passing formation.
about a minute 20 to go here in the half.
Kano's going to hand it off, and they're going to lose big yardage.
He made the wrong read there. He had wide open space in front of him.
He sure
made
did.
the quick handoff there, and that's going to be one when they go back and review it. Blaze Kano's got to ride that one out a little bit longer. And he picks up an easy first down. If
Boy,
not
oh
more.
boy. Fontbonne does call a timeout.
And they're going to get the ball back with over a minute to go. And like you said, Chris, with the way they've been able to hit some deep passes, why not take a few shots if you're the Griffins?
I certainly would. They found something that works.
If you can't hit the big play, maybe you draw the penalty flag.
That's a good point as well. Calumet College, that drive did not finish the way they wanted it. A loss on that play of, 6, 7 yards?
At least. Yeah, if that was a read option there, Kano's got to tuck that and keep that himself.
All right, here we go. 4th down. What are we looking at here, Nathan? Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't see the punter back there. Woo, that was almost blocked. Where is it? There it is. It lands at the 30 and then takes a Fontbonne bounce again. And they're going to have real good field position, it looks like. Where are they spotting that ball?
They're going to spot
35, 34?
34-yard line with just over a minute to go.
Wow.
And I know Fontbonne's taken a couple timeouts, so I think they only have one left.
Well, chances are they're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah, minute 4 on the clock.
If I'm the Griffins, I'm going on the attack here. I would
Absolutely.
not at all be concerned about giving Cal College the ball back with 20 seconds to go. Quarterback drops back.
Oh, he takes
looks
a shot.
downfield. It's picked off. Calumet College picks it off.
Returns coming back. There was a block in the back for Cal College. The interception will stand, but they're going to lose some yardage on that return.
Oh, I didn't see. Did you get a number on that interception, Nathan?
I did not. From where they're at in the middle of the field, that looked like one of the linebackers.
It did.
Let's see if I can.
So let's see where they're going to spot that penalty. The yardage should be from the spot of the foul, right?
Yes.
Well, and that's a 15-yarder.
And the penalty, I believe, came in right about where the interception was made. Let's check this out here. There's Josh Tejada, the Hobart grad, with the interception, and the foul is going to take place at about the 35.
All right, so that makes it a 10-yard penalty. They'll back him up to the 45. Now, let's see what Jay Novak decides to do here.
Yeah, Tejada just drops back in that zone coverage, and ball's thrown to him like he was the intended receiver.
It's sure what it looked like. There was no one around him. He might have been the most surprised guy on the field. Kano drops back. He looks.
Incomplete.
Short pass. Might be a spot you look to throw downfield.
He's been under pressure pretty much every time he's dropped back. He hasn't had time to really plant his feet and fire it downfield.
6-0, just before halftime here. Crimson Wave has the ball.
46 seconds to go here in the half.
Kano in the shotgun, only one in the backfield. He's going to throw it, overthrows, right at the first down marker.
And that was when I think he was looking for his receiver to cut up. Receiver just sat down, against the coverage. And with the way Kano lofted that, I think he was expecting his receiver to turn and go.
And I think if his receiver does that, Nathan, he's wide open because the defensive back was flat-footed there.
Yep. 38 seconds to go in the half.
Kano does have a man in the backfield with him this time. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Here's the snap. Kano under pressure again. They are just eating up the middle of that offensive line on the Crimson Wave here.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down. And does Fontbonne take their last time out? Doesn't look like it. I think we're going to head into the half. Or do they have to punt it?
I don't know why Fontbonne wouldn't call a timeout there. Make him snap it.
Yeah, there's a timeout on the field.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been close to blocking how many punts in this game?
Make him snap it.
You put the Font rush on, you don't even send a return man back.
And that's going to be it for the half.
They're going to the half.
All right. So after one half of play here in St. Louis, it's the Griffins of Fontbonne 6 and the Crimson Wave of Calumet College 0. We're back after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Since 2000, Hose Connections in Hammond has been a premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop offering quality hydraulic and pneumatic products and services. Hose Connections takes pride in not only meeting but exceeding customers' expectations. To learn all about the products and services that Hose Connections offers, visit hoseconnectionsinc.com or call 219-844-6570. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure. For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle. Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
A sudden injury or illness can happen anytime. When it does, feel better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital. We have a network of highly qualified physicians, and your wait is minutes, not hours. We offer on-site laboratory and radiology services. We accept most insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid, plus the biggest cash pay discount in Northwest Indiana. We're recognized by Press Ganey in the top 3% in the country for customer satisfaction. Feeling better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital.
Welcome back, everybody, to Game Day in the Region here on the Region Sports Network. This is the Hose Connections Halftime Report, connecting the first half to the second half, brought to you by Hose Connections in Hammond. My name is Nathan Laird. I'm here in the Centier Bank Studios in Highland, Indiana. That's how we're doing this today. We got the Calumet College camera feed coming back to us here in the Centier Bank Studios. So if you're looking for... So we had somebody, asking about time on the clock. We're not at the actual game. We're watching it here on a monitor. So we're picking up names and everything the best we can, watching on a camera feed here in the Centier Bank Studios, while the camera crew is down in St. Louis for this ball games. And Chris and I are here at the Centier Bank Studios. So that's how things are going to go for the Calumet College road games for you this season. We had high school football in the region last night. Let's get to our Strack and Van Til hometown scoreboard, brought to you by Strack and Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Give you scores from all across Northwest Indiana, including a big Duneland Athletic Conference matchup between RSN number 2 Maryville and number 5 Valpo. 37-10, Maryville gets the win to advance to 6-1 overall on the season, 4-1 DAC. Valpo drops to 4-3 overall and 3-2 in conference play. Hobart gets a huge win down at Kankakee Valley, 45-8. All Brickies in that one. They're now 4-3 on the season, 2-1 in the NCC. KV drops to 4-3 and 1-2. This is the kind of performance we're looking for out of the Hobart Brickies. I had said on Region Football Weekly that we hadn't seen a full four-quarter performance for Hobart, and they went off on this one last night. 5 touchdowns for Trey Gibson. He was our Crowd Company's Lantern Man, superhero of the game. Chesterton goes on the road and knocks off number 10 Lake Central 14-13. A mishandled snap on a PAT after Lake Central touchdown made it 14-13, and that's how it ended. The Chesterton Trojans 3-4 on the season, 2-3 in the conference. Lake Central drops to 4-3 and 3-2. RSN number 1 Crown Point will stay at the top of the rankings. They stay undefeated. 51-10 winners over LaPorte at Kiwanis Field last night. Another outstanding performance for the Bulldogs. They're 7-0 overall, 5-0 in the conference. The Port drops to 1-6 and 1-4. Hanover Central puts up another big scoring total. They defeat Whiting 69-7. to move to 7-0 on the season. Whiting drops to 3-3. And Drane gets the conference road game shutout 44-0 over Munster. Lowell escapes Highland 21-14. It took 2 Red Devil touchdowns in the fourth quarter to come from behind and get the victory. They're now 4-3 overall, 2-1 in the conference. Highland drops to 2-5. Calumet wins on the road big, 60-0 over the South Bend Colonials. The Warriors 7-0 for the first time in program history. In the first ever Hammond City matchup between the Hammond Central Wolves and the Morton Governors, it's the Wolves defending their home field 49-20 to keep Morton winless on the season. Hammond Central 6-1 on the year. They got a big showdown at Westside next week. Michigan City gets their second win of the season, 35-12 over Portage at the Wharf. Griffith scores with no time left to beat Boone Grove 28-26. It looked like the Wolves are going to get the win in this one. They scored with 38 still, but Griffith marches downfield and gets the touchdown for a Panther victory, their second of the season. Wheeler routs Bishop Knoll 46-7 in a Thursday night matchup. Bowman defeated Lake Station 28-26. River Forest all over South Central 63-6. And Westside shuts out East Chicago Central 52-0. Those are all of your scores on the Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard for Region High School football in week number 7. Our score in St. Louis, Fontbonne leads Calumet College of St. Joseph at the half 6-0. Our announcing crew here, we're at the Centier Bank Studios in Highland, and we'll be back after this timeout with the rest of the Host Connections halftime report and get you set for the third quarter here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thank you for taking me home. It's so far.
Don't worry about it, Grandma. This will be fun. 2 chocolate milkshakes, please.
Make it 3.
3?
Did you get his number?
No, Grandma. Grandma!
Excuse me?
Some relationships get better with time. That's why I got a Crosstrek.
97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road.
I'm so glad you got a Subaru.
I wonder who gave me the idea.
Oh.
Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Check out the new Subarus at Castle Subaru in Portage. Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake. Hanger Insurance Group in Crown Point is passionate about providing a premier service insurance agency featuring customized coverage and meaningful relationships. They understand that you've built a life and they want to help you protect it. From home to life insurance, they offer a wide variety of coverage to fit your needs. From choosing a plan to filing claims, Hanger Insurance Group agents are ready to help. Stop in for a quote at 950 South Court Street in Crown Point or visit them online at hangerinsurancegroup.com. Protect what you love.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like health care and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Since 2000, Hose Connections in Hammond has been a premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop offering quality hydraulic and pneumatic products and services. Hose Connections takes pride in not only meeting, but exceeding customers' expectations. To learn all about the products and services that Hose Connections offers, visit hoseconnectionsinc.com or call 219-844-6570. Hose Connections in Hammond, proven under pressure. For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle. Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
A sudden injury or illness can happen anytime. When it does, feel better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital. We have a network of highly qualified physicians, and your wait is minutes, not hours. We offer on-site laboratory and radiology services. We accept most insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid, plus the biggest cash pay discount in Northwest Indiana. We're recognized by Press Ganey in the top 3% in the country for customer satisfaction. Feeling better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital.
Thank you for taking me home. It's so far.
Don't worry about it, Grandma. This will be fun. 2 chocolate milkshakes, please.
Make it 3.
3?
Did you get his number?
Oh, Grandma. Grandma!
Excuse me?
Some relationships get better with time. That's why I got a Crosstrek.
97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road.
I'm so glad you got a Subaru.
I wonder who gave me the idea.
Oh.
Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Check out the new Subarus at Castle Subaru in Portage. Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake. Hanger Insurance Group in Crown Point is passionate about providing a premier service insurance agency featuring customized coverage and meaningful relationships. They understand that you've built a life and they want to help you protect it. From home to life insurance, they offer a wide variety of coverage to fit your needs. From choosing a plan to filing claims, Hanger Insurance Group agents are ready to help. Stop in for a quote at 950 South Court Street in Crown Point or visit them online at hangerinsurancegroup.com. Protect what you love.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week.
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Welcome back to Game Day in the Region here on the Region Sports Network, live from the Centier Bank Studios. We're watching footage from down in St. Louis as Cal College trails Fontbonne 6-0 at the half. Nathan Laird here with you, and Chris Ramirez tagged out, and Jared Schlensky now going to be handling the play-by-play. Jared, you had a good one last night between Lake Central and Chesterton. Okay, we're fun with technology some more. So
remote broadcasting 2022.
Right. So Calumet College set to kick off. Jared, it's been a defensive slugfest this first half. Fontbonne's hit a couple big plays downfield. Cal College, some untimely penalties. We'll see if the Crimson Wave can clear that up in the second half and finally get that offense going.
Yeah, Jay Novak's got this team playing pretty good defense over the last 2 weeks. They shut out Midway. And obviously, you got a team here in Fontbonne that's still looking for their first win of the season. But with Cal College playing their third game, it's probably safe to say that the defense is their strength, and offensively, they're still trying to put things together as the return makes it all the way out to about the Fontbonne 42, and that's where they'll go to work, leading 6-0. It goes for both teams, but for Novak specifically, because obviously, he's a region guy and has the coaching background from Andrean most recently, it's got to be pretty hard to put something like this together. And, they've done a pretty good job. A really tough loss against St. Mary of the Woods in their season opener, but it was really nice to see them respond with a road win last week.
Yeah, they got that win last week over Midway, 35-0 at homecoming at the Ray P. Gallivan Field. So, we'll see how they respond here in the second half. Again, the defense has played well, just offensively. They've really struggled to get the running game going. And as we've seen the first 2 weeks, the offense is predicated on getting that running game going and staying ahead of the sticks. They're getting manageable down and distances.
Fontbonne under center. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen. They go all the way to the top of your screen, and nothing there, incomplete over the head of the receiver there. And I'm not surprised there. You've got these two safeties that are playing inside the hash marks there, you're going to have an opportunity or two to go outside the numbers. And I thought it was a good aggressive shot by Fontbonne coming out of the half.
And that was really their offense in the first half. They had about three deep shots to get that offense rolling in the first half. So I'm not surprised either that they come out, try to get a quick score. Because this one really feels like if Fontbonne goes up by a couple scores here, they're in great position to win this ballgame with as well as their defense is playing.
Second down, ball carrier goes nowhere. Hitting the backfield for a loss. It was Darren Reese, who we've seen play some H-back, but also has played some defensive line this season. He's there for the tackle for the loss on second down, setting up third and long.
This Cal College defensive front has played well all game. Fontbonne they've had really one big rushing play, and that's really about it. But it's the secondary that's gotten beat a few times here. Let's see what Fontbonne does here on third and long.
Again, those safeties are inside those hash marks. Now it's only one safety as the corner from the bottom of your screen plays man on his man. Third down with time over the middle. Intercepted indeed. That's a great way to start the second half after trailing 6-0. Can't quite make out a number of who it was.
Let's see if we can get the number here.
And I don't know why he got tackled because he was down when he caught the ball.
He kept running. Yeah,
he sure did. It's going to be back at the Fontbonne 45-ish. There's going to be no return, and it's pretty hard to make out a number there. I wish I could tell you.
Yeah, second interception of the day for the Cal College defense, setting up the offense with good field position. Mine? Yes. Thanks, Zach.
Well, on first down, I want to see what Cal College does. They've had some success running the football early this season. Blaze Kano does a good job as a dual-threat quarterback, keeping teams honest because of his athleticism. And they've got a couple of dynamic players. Darren Reese had a touchdown when we did the game in week 1. Yeah. Of course, Jonathan Flemings. Yeah, they've got some nice pieces here. And then Barbosa, if he was back, he got injured in their first game.
Yeah, he made a catch earlier here today.
Motion man, that is Barbosa, the motion man. This one goes to Flemings. And, wow, you talk about keeping your legs churning. A good push up front all the way to the 40 is going to set up second and real short here.
Yeah, this is exactly what Cal College needs to do. We didn't see him do much in the first half. Is pick up big chunks on first down again to make these. The playbook opens up a lot more as you got second and short. You could take a shot here and still feel comfortable with your options on third down rather than facing a second and 10 or 11 like they did a handful of times.
We see Elijah Antis check in, and Antis takes the carry, works in between his right tackle and his right guard up until about the 35, and that's going to move the stick. So 2 productive runs here on your first offensive series to start the second half. And down 6-0, that's a good start.
Yeah, around a minute and a half into this second half. Just over 13 minutes to go here. We'll give you the time as much as we can since we can't put it on the screen since we're live from the Centier Bank Studios and not down in St. Louis. We'll try to get that to you as much as possible. But Cal College's got to take advantage of the good field position they got after that interception.
Kano on the option keeps and does not get much, if anything, there. He had the opportunity to give it to the ball carrier on almost like a jet sweep look, but elected to keep. And Fontbonne stands tall, is going to bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, I thought maybe he got a yard, but no, they're saying forward progress. They did not give him any sort of forward progress there. We're under 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. And like we were just talking about, this is the situation Cal College does not necessarily want to get into. These second and long, third and long situations, not when their offense is at its best.
First down and 10, and I think we got some early movement.
Yeah, we do. False start against the Crimson Wave. Penalties have been a tough go for Cal College today. They have at least half a dozen of them here on the afternoon.
So second down and 10 now becomes second down and 15, and you've got Barbosa in the slot along with Kalijwan Cash, who came out of Indianapolis at George Washington University. Let's see if they take a look at him on the outside. He's only matched up with Dante Lewis. It might be there if they want it with that one-on-one look. That safety is pretty close to that inside hash mark.
Bernard Taylor out there as well.
This is Fleming, and Fleming spins off a couple of tacklers, but is going to be hit in the backfield for a loss again.
Yeah, actually, he was able to spin out of another tackle, and looks like he picked up about a yard somehow on that one. That's just the tough running Jonathan Flemings to make something out of that.
So bring up third down and about 11 or 12. And that might be generous, too. We haven't seen Kano throw the ball yet in the second half. Let's see if Jay Novak goes to a pass play here. And that is Fleming's on the left hip of Kano.
Looks like Barbosa at the top of the screen. Bernard Taylor in the slot. Cash, receiver at the bottom of your screen.
And another early whistle. And it's definitely on Cal College. You can see the Fontbonne football team clapping at the bottom of your screen on the sideline. And now, you're in a bad situation because third and 15 is now going to be third and 20.
No, it's not going to be. They're taking a timeout. I think the play clock was running out, so Cal College takes the timeout, which in a one-possession game, you're having to take a timeout less than 5 minutes to go into the half. Not exactly what you want there, as we're at just under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky, we're in the Centier Bank studios watching the feed with you guys from St. Louis as Cal College trails Fontbonne 6-0. That's how we'll handle all the Cal College road games this year. We'll get the camera feed sent back to us, and we'll call it here from the Centier Bank studios. When Cal College is at home, we'll be up at Ray P. Gallivan Field with them on the shore of Lake Michigan. It's going to get cold next time we go up.
Yeah, you're right about that. Just beyond those train tracks, too.
Yeah, we're going to have to bundle up next time we're there.
I'm curious to see what Jay Novak calls here on 3rd and 15. We haven't seen the Crimson Wave throw the ball yet in the second half. Let's see if they go to the air here. Design pass play. Kano all-time steps into his throw, looking for Barbosa. Incomplete. He oversailed him, but I liked the route, and I liked the risk to throw that ball. Looked to be a skinny post. He was trying to thread it between the defensive back and the safety coming over, and ultimately just could not thread the needle. And now you got no choice but to punt here on fourth down.
Just overshot him a little bit, but you got good protection. One of the few times today that Kano's had good protections, they're able to stand in the pocket and make a strong throw. Just a little too far for his intended receiver, and on 4th and 15, Cal College is going to punt it away and continue to play this field position game. Size has already pinned Fontbonne inside the 20 a couple times here today. Let's see if he can do it again, including one time at the 2. We saw him do that how many times in week 1, Jared?
Yeah, he's a good punter. He's got a really good leg, and precision, I think, is the word that comes to mind. Low snap. He does get off another good punt, and this is going to take a Crimson Wave bounce before going into the end zone. That actually was not that bad of a punt. If it didn't go forward, it had a chance to be inside the 5. But
yeah, the gunner just didn't have a chance to get there. It took pretty much a straight up in the air bounce, and then went into the end zone from there. So close to pinning them about the 1 yard line once again. But Fontbonne will start it at the 20 as we're at 10:39 to go here in the third quarter. Fontbonne Griffins leading Crimson Wave 6-0 here on the Region Sports Network.
I'm curious to see what Fontbonne does here. You're in a field position. You're in a battle of field position, and with a 6-0 lead and seeing the way Crimson Wave's offense has gone, you might want to just continue to pound the rock like we see here.
Yeah, work that clock. I know that's a lot of time to work on the clock, but hey, if you can, limit the opportunities that Cal College has to get back in this ball game and trust your defense to hold them out of the end zone, nothing wrong with running the football.
Good pickup on first down. Going to bring up second down and about 5 to go. Game clock right around about 9 minutes.
Fontbonne in no hurry to get to that line of scrimmage here after that nice play on first down. Like I said, they're working that clock.
2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver to the top, and you can tell right now that this Cal College team really trusts those corners on the outside. As a strong run from Dylan Scruggs puts them close to the first down marker. He might even have gotten it, but
judging by the far official, he only picked up a couple yards. The differential in spots there between the two refs was pretty big.
So this should bring up about 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 3. And now, if you're Fontbonne, I would assume you're going to keep this ball on the ground still.
Yeah, 9:45 to go here in the third quarter. Third and a long 4 is what they're calling it.
Now you got 2 running backs in the backfield along with the quarterback Scruggs, and a timeout taken by Fontbonne.
Both teams having to use a timeout less than 6 minutes into the third quarter. Let's take a break ourselves. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Back here on Game Day in the region, Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky with you live from the Centier Bank studios. Getting the camera feed from St. Louis. The Crimson Wave defense trying to hold Fontbonne to a 3-0. Jared, 3rd and 5 for the Griffins.
Yeah, so far you're seeing Fontbonne pretty much keep this ball on the ground just like we've seen the Crimson Wave do. And as long as they control the ball, they're going to have an opportunity to move the sticks. And, of course, just as I say that, you false start out of a timeout. That can't happen.
Receiver was ready to get on his route. That was Jalen Polite, who had a big catch earlier in this ball game. He took off well before anybody else did. He was excited for that go route there on 3rd down. So back the Griffins up 5 yards, and what was 3rd and a long 4 now becomes 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and this probably puts you in a pass situation with 2 receivers to both sides, maybe a bubble screen, maybe a draw play with the quarterback. Scruggs runs right, throws on the move, and way over his intended target. Good coverage on the back end by Isaac Hegwood, who we've saw a lot in the first 2 weeks of the season, and a good job there in coverage. And this is going to force Fontbonne to punt again for the 2nd time here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he had the big pick 6, put the icing on the cake last week in the win over Midway, and good coverage there on the designed rollout. Cal College all over that one, and Barbosa back to, I believe that's Barbosa back to return the punt. They should have good field position.
Yeah, and that week 1 loss, if Barbosa doesn't get hurt, they probably win that game.
Yeah, that's a different game.
He had 2 nice returns. He was a starting receiver. I mean, they relied heavily on him early in that game. This is a good punt. And it will roll right around midfield. It's going to be actually touched in Fontbonne territory. So, again, good field position again for Cal College on their 2nd drive here the 2nd half.
Yeah, when that came off his foot, I thought that was a booming punt, and it didn't get the distance we thought it did. And Cal College going to start on the Fontbonne side of the field with 8:45 to go here in this 3rd quarter. So plenty of time left for the Crimson Wave. But again, at some point you have to take advantage of the good field position that you are getting, and we haven't seen them do that today. This Fontbonne defense is stepping up big time. They've only given up 21 points on the season coming into this game, so their offense has struggled this season, but the defense has really stood out, and we see why today. They've been outstanding.
Yeah, they have. It's hard to imagine, what exactly Jay Novak thought of his team early on, just because there wasn't a whole lot of time to, sit down with him and say, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses? They didn't have that many practices, but I think if you were to ask him through 3 weeks of the season, I would say the defense is their strength.
Yeah, defense and the running game. You'd like to see the passing game, and I think we have a penalty against Fontbonne, or
yeah, I think you're right. I don't know what it was though, unless it's on the kicking team, and now Fontbonne's back on offense. But I don't think that's the case.
Cal College offense is on the field.
Yeah,
so it's going to be great field position for the Crimson Wave here.
Flemings on 1st down, bounces it out to the outside, gets a good block, and pushed out of bounds, close to the 1st down marker. Is still going to be short. But you see the elusiveness, you see the speed, and a good job of turning what looked to be a marginal gain into about a 5 or 6 yard pickup on first down. I haven't seen many of the receivers get involved. That's just because we haven't seen many passes. In fact, only one pass in the second half, and it was for Barbosa, and he is in the slot at the top of your screen. Now the motion man.
Carson Crow in at quarterback, it looks like, for the...
Flemings hit in the backfield for a loss. We saw Crow a little bit in that first game of the season. I don't want to say they split the snaps 50-50, but it was probably more like 75-25, and Crow, I thought, did an okay job in there. Didn't really get many opportunities to throw the ball, but commanded the huddle, ran a good offense, and, well, helps the team get to about third down now and about 5.
Shout out to my guy Joe Colvin, who just texted me a score update on this game. Didn't know we were broadcasting it. So Joe let me know.
Yeah, 6-0 Fontbonne in front. Third down, Flemings, not the ball carrier.
Keeper.
Crow, and he's hit for a loss at the 30. And where you're at, you might as well probably go for it unless you think you can get your punter to put it inside the 10.
You're talking about Carson Crow. We saw him rush for a couple touchdowns last week.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
Yeah, with this field position.
Fourth down. The question is, do we get a pass? That looks like Crow in there still, though.
It's a 13.
Yeah. And it looks like he's changing the play. The question is he actually going to, is he going to punt this ball? No, they go for it. On fourth down. No chance. Didn't even get him to the sticks. And now it's going to be the Fontbonne offense taking the field. I'm surprised, not necessarily with the decision to go for it, but on fourth down, you got to throw it to the sticks.
Yeah, you got to run something that will give you the first down, even if they make that completion. You're not getting anything out of that. So, good field position for the Crimson Wave. Goes for naught.
And about halfway through the third, Fontbonne will trot back out on the offensive side of things for the third time, leading 6-0. Screenplay, bottom of your screen, is sniffed out pretty nicely by the Crimson Wave.
That's the third time Fontbonne has run a wide receiver screen. And I think they've picked up a total of about 5 or 6 yards. Didn't get the number on that one there who caught it.
Looked like Hunter Boatwright was in there.
For the tackle?
Yeah, number 50, which is Boatwright. And that's the only one I could tell right now. If it is a 52, he might have... you know what? It might have been Merriweather, Dietrich Merriweather. We called his name a little bit in week 1. We're going to bring up second down.
52 Trevor Bussey is also all over the field.
Blitz comes, and they got him. Not once, but twice. It was a good job there. The backer blitz from the outside came off the edge of the left tackle, and he never saw him. A huge sack there for Cal College on 2nd and 10. This is going to bring up about 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16.
His Cal College defense is playing outstanding here today. They've a couple interceptions. They've recovered a fumble, picking up the sack right there. Outside of a couple plays, they've been great. Fortunately for them, they still trail 6-0 with under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Let's see if Jay Novak draws up a blitz. No, but a flag comes in, and it was a 3-man rush. There's not too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 19, and this is going to set them back to about 3rd and 24.
Yeah, but they march the Griffins back. This is where you maybe see a draw, a quarterback draw, just something to pick up a few extra yards, help your punter out a little bit. I don't know. They have hit a few vertical shots, though, so don't be surprised if they do try to pick this up in one play.
Let's see. Third down and 24. Two receivers, both sides. A lot of time. Airs it out. It's tipped. Intercepted! And on the move. A huge pick by Cal College is going to put them inside the Fontbonne 15, right around the 10, and by far and away the best field position of the day for Cal College, and that's just the last thing you could afford if you're Fontbonne. Third down and forever, you're probably not going to get it. You throw short of the stick, and a tip ball leads to a pick.
And that ball tipped directly up in the air and staring the cameras at the sun, so we did not see the number on who picked that off. But Cal College is going to have first and goal at about the 6.
Yeah, you're better at this field spotting where the ball is than me, that's for sure. I thought it was around the 10. You're right. It is about the 6. And 2 in the backfield along with the quarterback. To the outside, Cal College near the goal line.
It was Isaac Hedwood, by the way, who had the pick, his second pick in as many games.
That's going to put them right at the 1-yard line. And we've got an injured player for Fontbonne, it looks like. But a very explosive run there on first down. You saw the running back on the left hip of the quarterback work the right side of that offensive line and nearly got to the pylon.
Yeah, injured player on the field. Let's take a timeout ourselves. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Sentier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Sentier branch today or visit us on the web at sentier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Sentier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cal College knocking on the doorstep here, trying to at least tie up this ball game. 4:28 to go in the third quarter. An Isaac Hedgewood interception, nice return, set them up at first and goal from the 5.
Yeah, it was a really nice pick and a great run on first down. It's going to give them an opportunity here to find the end zone. And not on this play, though. Hit right at the line, maybe even for a loss.
Issue with the center quarterback exchange there. Snap over the quarterback's head. He has to juggle it.
It's going to bring up third down. You got to think this is 4-down territory.
Oh, absolutely. You haven't had many opportunities like this throughout this ball game. You have to find the end zone here.
Yeah, even if a field goal, you got the kicker that you want. It's a lot. I think this is a touchdown scoring drive. You got to look to put this thing in the end zone. Question is, do we get a pass? Look at everybody lined up on the ball at the line of scrimmage. It is a run. And Cal College is in. Not initially. He kept the legs going. And that is going to tie the game. A big run there on third down and goal. And let's see what Cal College does. They had some issues in week 1 with the PAT, not so much in week 2. But it looks like they're going to try and kick this thing to give them the lead.
Crimson Wave touchdown comes with 3:26 to go in the third. Tie this ball game up at 6. Defense setting up the offense there. I told you the defense has been outstanding here in this game, and they did the offense a big favor.
They sure did. PAT, high snap. Blocked. That's a live football. And both teams unable to convert on the extra point. That's really big for Fontbonne because it keeps you tied.
We going overtime again, Jared? I know we got a long ways to go.
We did in week 1, right?
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Overtime, so we're tied at 6. We'll be back with the kickoff after this here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop. We got a tie ball game in St. Louis. Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky with you from the Centier Bank Studios in Highland. A short kickoff by Crimson Wave, fielded by Fontbonne. And the return, not going to get him much. Griffins will start at about their own 37-yard line.
Pretty good job covering-wise on the kickoff. Not the deepest kick, but a chance now for your defense to get back out there, riding some momentum. You get the pick on the previous series. You set your team up for a touchdown. Now the question is, can you continue to get stops? Because Fontbonne has not been able to do a whole lot offensively here in the second half. In fact, they haven't picked up a first down.
Nope. It's been a quick moving quarter, knock on wood. 3:20 to go in this third quarter. Under 3:20 to go in this third quarter. Tied up at 6.
Fontbonne with two receivers to both sides. They want to spread the ball out, and it surprises me because they've had some success running the football, more so in the first half, but they like these spread options. They like these spread formations in sprint football.
Yeah, they like running. And Fontbonne's run out of this formation a few times today. It's a simple read option with their quarterback and the lone halfback.
Haven't seen the Crimson Wave blitz much. 3 down linemen. They rush just 3. Ball goes up the middle, and, well, they get a good push at the end there. It's going to put them at right around the 40 and a pickup of about 4 on first down.
Let's see if this Crimson Wave defense can force another turnover here. That'd be nice. Edward had that pick 6 last week. Almost had a pick 6 here today. Took it down to the 4 or 5 yard line. Be nice to see another Crimson Wave defensive touchdown here. About 3:15 to go here in the third.
Second down and 5. Fontbonne to pass. It's caught at about the 43, still short of the marker. And a good job right away by the Crimson Wave defense delivering the hit. We saw Devin Smith out there along with Tony Matarino, who actually had a homecoming essentially in week 1 playing on his home field.
Yeah, Tony Matarino, an outstanding player for the Whiting Oilers.
So third down and about 3, tie game at 6 with just under 3 minutes to go.
We're about 2:25 to go here in the third. Third and 3 or 4? There's a penalty flag on the field.
Yes.
And we're going to have a timeout called by...
They never signaled.
I think it was called by Fontbonne.
Yeah, I think you're right, too. So
the
that
penalty is against Fontbonne. I think. Like Chris and I talked in the first half.
It might have been an inadvertent flag. It might have just fallen out on its own.
They're marching the Griffins back about 15 yards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe?
Yeah, the ball
personal
was at
foul.
Ball was at the 43. Now they're at the 28. That's a 15-yarder against the Griffins. So I don't think we had a timeout, did we? I think there was just discussion of that penalty.
It should still be second down.
Unless it came after the play. They got third down on the stick.
Run up the middle, sniffed out by the Crimson Wave, and it's going to force the punting unit again for Fontbonne. Great job in this quarter specifically by the Crimson Wave defensively, plugging running lanes. Saw Fontbonne take some shots offensively down the sidelines. They've been in sync defensively here in the second half.
Yeah, and not just shutting down this Fontbonne offense, but setting up their own offense for that score. As we're at about 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Crimson Wave done a nice job stemming the tide of the Fontbonne momentum and built some themselves. They should have good field position here. We haven't seen out of the Crimson Wave, we haven't seen some of the personnel issues we saw out of the first 2 weeks with guys late getting on and having to call timeouts due to those late add-ons.
Line drive kick will make its way all the way to the Crimson Wave, about 40-yard line. And that's their worst field position of the day so far.
You have the half, definitely. Nice job by you spotting where that was at off screen.
Yeah, not bad. I saw it hit. I saw the first bounce.
How modest. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Take the compliment there, Jared. Come on. Minute 18 to go here in the half. Crimson Wave with the ball at their own 41-yard line. Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky here with you. Stay with us after the game. We got 3 awards we're going to hand out, including the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. That's brought to you by Crowd Companies. They're the insurance superheroes. I'm proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field.
This looks like Kano back in at quarterback.
Yes, it is.
And he keeps and goes nowhere.
And Elijah Antis kind of pointed downfield afterwards, like he maybe should have handed the ball off to Antis.
Yeah, maybe not.
He had an open lane there. We've seen Kano a couple times have an issue with the read option there, and Antis had some running room. You got to be quick on those. Yeah.
Second down and 11. No, second down and 10. They gave him the line of scrimmage.
Under a minute to go here in the quarter.
This could be the final play of the quarter. Kano, with all sorts of time, rolls right, chucks it to the far sideline. And it's a completion. Hauled in on the far sideline. He got a foot down all the way near the Fontbonne 35, which would bring up a gain right around 25 yards. A really nice throw and a really nice catch. It looked like it was Barbosa.
See if we get a number on that one.
It is a catch, though. The clock rolls. I think that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, both teams heading back to their sideline. So Cal College with a big play there to close out the third quarter. See if the Crimson Wave can find the end zone and try to pick up the first road win in program history.
Let's see. Well, they've got some momentum. Biggest pass completion of the day. And it's going to bring up a new set of downs and ball in Fontbonne territory again.
Yep, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth after this. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
Cal College ball as we start the fourth quarter. Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky with you. We're in the Centier Bank Studios, the Crimson Wave down in St. Louis. Jared, take over the play-by-play.
Thank you. First down and 10 after a big pass, set it up the short field. A strong run by Flemings past the 30 all the way out to about the 27. And that's going to put them right around the first down marker. It's going to be short, but about 2nd and 2 to go. A good start so far.
One of those little things that helps make a play like that is after he handed it off, Kano faked like he was running a wide receiver screen to the top of the screen to his left. Got a couple of the defenders to bite on that a little bit, and anytime you could take away defenders from trying to track down that ball carrier, always a positive. Help pick up that 7-8 yard gain there.
Here comes second down and about 2. 6-6 game with 14:23 to go. And it's nice because we can see the scoreboard now.
Yes, we can.
Barbosa, they fake it to him. They go to Flemings, and Flemings has the ball come out. It comes out right around the 20 and is picked up by Fontbonne at about the 18. And the recovery made by Jeremiah Dorsey, and that is a huge turnover.
Yeah, just an uncharacteristic mistake by the running back, and it just got knocked right out of his hands. And Cal College forced to fumble in the Fontbonne red zone. Now it's Fontbonne's turn to take the ball away from Cal College as it looked like they were driving in to score. 14-10 to go in this game. We're still tied up at 6. This is the definition of a defensive slugfest.
Sure is. Been an entertaining game, though. Both teams playing real hard and have done a great job stopping the run. Motion man. Instead, they give it to the running back in the backfield who gets out to about the 23 and a small pickup on first down.
I think if you're either team here, you're working on not only moving the sticks, but you're starting to pay attention to where that clock is at, and again, I think we're in next score win situation.
I would tend to agree with you. We might have the magic word of overtime coming. You never know. There's still a lot of time.
According to the scoreboard at the field, both teams have just one timeout left.
To pass. A good little run after the catch is going to get all the way out to about the 25. And Fontbonne continues to do a good job of hitting those quick, short passes. But give credit to Cal College. They've limited them to 0 big plays in the second half.
Yeah, this Cal College defense has been outstanding here in the second half, and see if they can force a 3 and out after the turnover.
Third down and 5.
Surprised the corners are playing so far off at the top of the screen with as many quick hitters as they've run.
Dylan Scruggs goes the other way, and he got his man for a first down to the 31. A tough catch, too, in traffic. Scruggs going to, it looks like, number 15.
Is that Avion Bass?
Possibly. Again, you can't make out numbers. I don't want to lie to you and say, oh, this is who it was, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, but there was off coverage there. He just found a spot right beyond the sticks and sat down against the coverage and picked up a first down. So I was saying, I was surprised they were so far off on 3rd and 5.
Another bubble screen, good block on the outside, and that's going to be a good pickup of about 5 or 6 yards on first down, right around the 35 is Fontbonne. Gets a little bit going here in the fourth quarter with the short passing game.
12-17 to go here in the ball game. Tied up at 6. One of the other awards we'll hand out after the game, the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. That's brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. And also the proud Union home play of the game brought to you by the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Build your future at ikorcc.com. And at a 6-6 game in the fourth quarter, I think whatever's the winning score is going to be our proud Union home play of the game. I think that's a pretty safe wager.
I think you're right. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
A lot of discussion on the field here. Did we have a penalty flag?
I don't think so.
No, we did. We had a sideline. We had a personal foul against Fontbonne, it looks like.
We have seen Cal College for the most part today rush no more than 4 guys. The question is now, do you consider bringing some pressure?
Yeah, they brought a handful of blitzes in that first half. We haven't seen them do it too much here in the second half.
And you can tell the Fontbonne sideline not happy with the call. Hands up in frustration.
And the coach is looking upset about that call, so it's going to be 2nd and 20.
I think they got a holding on the play.
Well, because that was the first down play, so it was something after the play. Yeah, because they got the 5 yards on first down and then attack on 15.
Blitz comes and sacked. Cal College gets to him. A couple of guys there in on the stop.
Xander Delachey looked like Nazir Fort.
And maybe even Amari Miller, who we saw a little bit in week 1 out of Whiting High School. Again, good job getting pressure there. And what was 2nd down and 20 is now 3rd and 25.
Oh, you were looking at for Fontbonne, you were looking at 2nd and 5, and then there was that personal foul made it 2nd and 20. Now, after sack, 3rd and 25.
Yeah, this might be the last time you were in a situation like this, you got picked off. It might make most sense just to run this ball.
Yep. 11 minutes to go here in the ball game.
No. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. Great job there getting your hands up by that defensive end for Cal College.
And big 94 Nazir Fort. We've seen him make a handful of plays over the first few weeks of the season. And the Crimson Wave should have good field position with under 11 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, and that's been key. The touchdown that they had the interception at the Fontbonne 6. And now you've got an opportunity to get to about the Fontbonne, I would assume 40, depending on where this punt goes.
At Barbosa's at about the 41-42, so he's not expecting a deep punt there.
I would like to see him do whatever he can to field the punt. Whenever he gets the ball in his hands, he's explosive. He might have a chance to return this.
That's going to tail away from him.
But the returner on the short side gets it and takes it back to the Fontbonne 40. I like the decision there. Don't let that ball continue to roll. There wasn't anyone by you. Even if you muffed it, you had a chance to probably dive on it too. This is good field position for Cal College. You got to take advantage.
Yeah, they're going to have the ball at about the Fontbonne 39, 38-yard line. 10:41 to go in the game. Again, it really feels like next score wins.
I would tend to agree with you.
I don't think we're going to get into an offensive shootout at this point of the game with the way this one's been tough defenses. So, like you said, take advantage of the good field position here, punch one into the end zone while taking a couple minutes.
They're backing them up.
So not as good field position. Anytime there's a big play, we should always assume there's a flag. With the way this one has gone today. They haven't moved anything yet. The sticks are still at the 38. Oh, they're pointed against Fontbonne. The line judge here at the bottom of the screen. Yep, it's going to be against Fontbonne. And we're marking off 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a 15-yard penalty against Fontbonne, so great field position for the Crimson Wave. They're going to start it at the Fontbonne 24-yard line. You have to score here.
Yeah.
They did make one last week, but a penalty against the defense wiped it off the board, and they ended up scoring a touchdown. Kano keeps that on the option, cuts it back inside, picks up a few yards.
Yeah, good job there reading the tackle along with the end. There just wasn't a whole lot there, and he was able to get maybe 2 yards. They gave him 3?
They gave him 3. If you can find the end zone here and get this clock down to about 7.5 minutes, you're loving the results if you're Jay Novak. Looks like Crow back in the game.
Quarterback keeper, off tackle run to the left. We'll put him inside the 20 to about the 19, which will set up about 3rd and 5. And you'd have to think this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, I don't see how much faith they have in their kicker. Be about a 36-yarder from here. Blaze Kano back in the ball game. I think you can run the ball on 4th down and then, on 3rd down, see how far you can get it and either kick or go for it. 9:25 left in this contest. Tied up at 6.
Roll out to the right.
Kano's going to take it himself.
Breaks off a tackle for a moment. Still on his feet. Tight ropes the sideline. Did he get the first down? It's going to be close. He needed the 14.
Judging by the Far line judge. He's got the first down.
Wow. And he spun off that tackle, used his right hand, to balance himself up on his feet, and still was able to get just enough for the first down. This is going to bring it to about the 13.
Yeah, he got tackled and went end over end there, too. 8:45 to go. You're in the game. Great run there by Blaze Kano. Crow back in the game. So look for a design quarterback run here.
You see Lauren Ruth split out outside the numbers. Let's see if they throw him a fade ball. Instead of flag as the carry goes to Austin. Antis on the carry.
False start against the Crimson Wave. That's the kind of mistake you can't make here in this ball game. And 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. 8:25 to go here.
Darren Reese is playing the H-back. That should be an illegal formation. No. Antis gets the carry to the 15, and if not illegal formation, I thought at least a false start, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, we saw the Fontbonne coaches yelling at the refs, thinking the same thing you did there, Jared. Pickup of about 4 on that play, 2nd and 11. Under 8 minutes to go here in this contest. This feels like a golden opportunity for the Crimson Wave to take the lead and get out of St. Louis with a victory. Crow stays in at quarterback. Hands it off.
Flemings working the outside. Inside right to the 10 is going to set up about 3rd down and about 7, maybe 6.
Yeah.
But a good job, like you said, of working that clock, because if you can score here.
Well, I think you're in field goal range now. Down to the 10-yard line?
Yeah, I think you want the 5.
I think you at least attempt it.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. And that's Crow in on 3rd down.
You want to erase those doubts, though, and get in the end zone.
Crow throws. Bubble screen outside. Has the first down. Dives for the pylon. Is short, but is going to have enough to move the sticks. And that ball did not fall into the end zone for a touchback. This should set up Cal College right around about the 3 or the 4.
That was Barbosa with the catch.
Was it? Yeah.
Yep, and making some moves afterwards. He knew exactly where the sticks were at. They called him short? Ooh.
Wow. I thought he jumped out of bounds at about the 4.
I don't agree with that call.
I think you go for this. Well, no, they set it up. They got 1st and 10 here.
No, they got 4th down. They got 1st and 10 on the board, but you look at the sticks.
Yeah. This is 4 down territory. Where you're at.
Or with 6:27 to go, do you take the field goal? You had the blocked PAT attempt. I think if
you need less than a yard, I think the best case for the best play call here would be to get your.
Here's where you don't line up under center, though. You're running shotgun in less than a yard. We saw that in the Bears-Packers game a couple weeks ago.
Correct. I think you
not to rub that. My favorite team is 0-3, so I'm not going to say,
Yeah, I think you get under center and you pound the ball forward and try to get half a yard.
Put Crow in or
probably Crow, yeah. Maybe even Flemings too. Have him pretend like you're in a Wildcat.
We have seen some Wildcat this season with Antis and Flemings. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that here. Offense is on the field. They're in shotgun, and I think that is Carson Crow.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're in the gun here. Direct snap to Flemings. It's really close. I don't think he got it.
Judging by the line judge.
Fontbonne thinks they got the stop, and I tend to agree with them. And there is an injured player. And I'm surprised there that they went into the shotgun. I'm really surprised.
That's what they've been doing all season.
And if a turnover downs.
Looking at a replay there, I thought he got it on forward progress, but I thought they got it on that 3rd down. Yeah, they signaled Fontbonne 1st down. I didn't agree with, injured player on the field. I didn't agree with either spot there, but Cal College can't take advantage of the great field position after the penalty. They turn it over on downs with 6:21 to go. We got an injury on the field. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
A sudden injury or illness can happen anytime. When it does, feel better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital. We have a network of highly qualified physicians, and your wait is minutes, not hours. We offer on-site laboratory and radiology services. We accept most insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid, plus the biggest cash pay discount in Northwest Indiana. We're recognized by Press Ganey in the top 3% in the country for customer satisfaction. Feeling better fast. Urgent care at Pinnacle Hospital.
6:21 to go in the ball game. Fontbonne forced Cal College turnover on downs. They have the ball at their own 5-yard line, tied up at 6. Nathan Laird and Jared Schlensky here in the Centier Bank Studios, calling all the action from St. Louis.
6:21 to go, and, well, Fontbonne needs to cover 95 yards if they're going to find the end zone. First down, run up the middle, past the 5, still on his feet, close to the 10. And a good start here for Fontbonne. This might be their final offensive possession of this quarter just because we've seen both teams take a lot of time off the clock on each drive.
Let's get a Crimson Wave defensive touchdown here to win it.
Why not? No bias or anything.
We're the Crimson Wave Home Network.
Halfway through the fourth.
If any Fontbonne folks are listening, sorry. But not really.
Another strong run up the middle, bounces it out to the outside, has the first down, and then some out past the 20.
Fontbonne has 0 timeouts left here, 5:37 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I don't think that's much of a concern right now. The more time that comes off the clock, probably the better, too. It means less chance for the Crimson Wave to get the ball back. I am surprised that they are taking this much time, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they're not in much of a hurry here at all. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. They got to take a shot downfield here at some point.
Another run up the gut. Good job fighting off a couple of tackles by the Fontbonne ball carrier out to about the 25. As the game clock hits under 5 minutes. That clock is the enemy more so, I would say, of the Fontbonne than the Crimson Wave, just because the way they're huddling, you're not getting a snap off until about 20 seconds after the previous play.
And we'll see how much they trust their kicker as well. Maybe their extra point just sailed wide. They had the distance on it. There's 15 seconds to go on the play clock. 4:33 to go in the game. They're still in no rush. They broke the huddle a long time ago.
Motion man. Give to the running back in the backfield who does not get much. And this is going to bring up about 3rd down and maybe 3 to go.
And then they're probably content to, if they don't pick it up, punt and play for overtime, too. We've seen Cal College pick off a couple passes. I think trying to limit the potential for mistake here is a big part of this strategy. And, all right, if you don't pick up the first down, Cal College is not going to have much time to work with. Crimson Wave do have a timeout left, though, as we're under 4 minutes. Under 10 seconds on the play clock.
Pass is caught past the stick for a first down to about the 34. The clock shouldn't stop, though, because it's not under 2 minutes, but they did stop the clock there.
So first down by the Griffins. 3:30 to go in this game. For Fontbonne, you got to either pick up the pace or take some shots downfield, though.
They might be content with overtime as long as the Crimson Wave don't get the ball back. I don't know. We'll see. Run again up the middle. Good push. He'll get it out to about the 38, which is going to set up 2nd down and 5. As the clock now will continue.
3:05 to go here. They still have a long ways to go even to get in field position. Or excuse me, field goal position. They're a long ways away, and so maybe they're just trying to see if they can break one and pick up a huge chunk here. If not, You run out of time, you go to overtime. Trust your defense to win in OT.
Second down and 5. Working the outside and close to the marker is Darian Lewis.
Looks like he's going to be a little short.
Yeah, I would think he's short, but he did get out of bounds, which is good for Fontbonne there.
2:31 to go.
And you have to think this is 4-down territory, too, just based on where you're at. Especially if it's ended up being about 4th and 1.
Is it, though, or do you punt it and...
Doesn't give you much confidence as an offense if you can't get it on 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
True, but if you don't get it, look at where the ball's at.
Yeah, but Cale College, only has punched it in one time. They've moved the ball at times okay, but yeah, I would think you're going to keep your offense on the field here.
I miss seeing the scoreboard already with time. 3rd and about a yard for Fontbonne.
I don't know if he got it. It's close.
Far's line judge says he's got it. Hey, they got the first.
We're going to spot it at about the 44.
The 6 are moving. That's first down.
And with under 2 minutes in the second and fourth quarter, the clock will stop. They're not under 2 minutes though yet.
And we're just at around 2 minutes to go.
And Fontbonne's out of timeouts. That clock will not stop. And you can tell them they want them to pick up the pace on the sideline.
2:14 to go in the game.
Now you got to start thinking about throwing the ball a little bit here because you're under 2 minutes. The clock is running. If you're Cal College, I think you're content going into overtime. But if you're Fontbonne, you might want to just take a shot or two. You might maybe even consider running the ball here, letting some time tick, and then take a shot.
Yep. Yeah, you've beaten the Cal College defense for a couple long plays.
This is maybe the biggest play of the game right here.
Also throwing a couple picks. Let's see what they do on second and about 7.
4-man rush. They throw, and it skips. They had the man, too.
Yep.
It was open over the middle of the field. Just couldn't hook up, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. And for Fontbonne, that is the worst thing that could happen because it stops the clock and is potentially going to give Cal College a chance to get this ball back.
About 1:20 to go in this game. Oh, excuse me, we're just over a minute. 1:03.
Third down, and the rollout goes nowhere, and that is the last thing you could afford to do. You can't get out of bounds there. You got to let that clock run. Now, granted, Cal College, I believe, has one timeout.
They have one left, and they're going to get the ball under a minute to go in this game.
Use it now. If he stayed in bounds, they might have had to use it. They don't now, though.
If you're Cal College, I think you send everybody on the rush here to try to get a block punt.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Except it looks like they are going to...
They're going to set up a return.
Maybe rush 10.
They got 2 guys back to at least 2 guys back to return. Yeah, they got 2, so they're going to rush.
Yeah, what you're hoping for at least is to get the return off. You want to get something.
58 seconds to go before this punt.
Almost got it. Looked to be a pretty good punt, though. Can't tell exactly where this ball's going, but it looks like it's going to bring Cal College offense inside their own 20.
I can't even see on the replay here because with where the sun is at. And we are here in the Centier Bank Studios. Camera is down in St. Louis. Looks like Cal College will have the ball at the... about the 10? Let's see if we can get in touch with some guys down there and have him move the camera. It's going to be about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and there's no way we can see what's going on from this angle.
No, we'll get you the info the best we can, but let's see what we can do here. So, looks like Cal College take a timeout after a 3-yard gain. 24 seconds to go.
I don't know what you do here. It's a tough situation. You don't want to just run the ball out, I don't think, and go to overtime. I think you want to at least see if you can move the ball and potentially get a drive going. If not, you're going to see overtime for the second time this season.
Again, just if you're just joining us, we're in our studios in Highland, trying to get in touch with the crew on site. Second and 7, 28 seconds to go. Cal College took their final timeout. There we go. They're just taking a knee.
So we're going to get overtime for the second time this season.
Yep, tied up at 6. We're going to overtime. Jared, it's something about you and I doing Cal College football brings out overtime.
I don't know why, but yeah, it is. And now it's always interesting to see what teams elect to do for overtime. I think the most common thing is if you win, you choose defense. That way, you know what you need. If the opposing team gets a touchdown, then you know you need a touchdown. But starting at your opponent's 25, anything is in the playbook. You don't have to be one-dimensional. And both teams, for the most part, have had their most success on the ground, so I would assume we're going to see a lot of running here.
Yeah, I would think so, and we'll see who gets the ball first in overtime after this quick timeout. You're watching Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thank you for taking me home. It's so far.
Don't worry about it, Grandma. This will be fun. 2 chocolate milkshakes, please.
Make it 3.
3?
Did you get his number?
No, Grandma. Grandma!
Excuse me?
Some relationships get better with time. That's why I got a Crosstrek.
97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road.
I'm so glad you got a Subaru.
I wonder who gave me the idea.
Oh.
Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Check out the new Subarus at Castle Subaru in Portage. Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Overtime down in St. Louis. Cal College and Fontbonne tied up at 6 here on game night in the region. Game day becoming game night.
You can see the sun starting to set a little bit.
Yeah, the sun is, if we were there in St. Louis, it'd be shining right into our eyes. But Jared Schlensky and I, Nathan Laird, we are in the Centier Bank studios along with executive producer Chris Ramirez, Zach Miller, handling the production of this broadcast. We're in Highland, the Centier Bank studios. So if you're just joining us, that's why we didn't have a clock on the screen or anything like that. We're calling all the action off a big TV here in the Centier Bank studios. Overtime, second overtime game of the season for the Crimson Wave. They fell to St. Mary of the Woods in week 1 in overtime, 34-28. This one knotted up at 6 in a defensive battle. Right after the game, we'll have 3 awards we're going to hand out. including our proud Union home play of the game brought to you by the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Build your future at ikorcc.com, and have a feeling whatever is the winning score, since we know we're going to get a winning score here in this one, it's going to be our proud Union home play of the game. Also have the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game and the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. And it looks like Cal College will start with the ball.
And that's not really what you want, ideally. You would go out there on defense first, but the last time Cal College was in overtime, they lost, and they did play defense first. They gave up a score on 4th down, and then they were unable to score in that game. Give credit to the St. Mary of the Woods in that game, too. They came back from multiple deficits. And, well, hopefully this Cal College team can learn something.
Let's see who's coming out here.
No, it's the Cal College offense.
Yeah, it looks like the Fontbonne defense is on the field. Yep, Cal College will be on offense here. First possession of overtime, starting at the 25. Blaze Kano in at quarterback.
Best part is the clock isn't a factor. You can get to 4th down every time. It doesn't matter. Kano, option. They had a hard time with that exchange. Ultimately, Flemings does get it, and maybe gets 2 yards on the play at most. A little bit of a miscommunication or reluctance to give that ball off.
Yeah, he waited till the very last second, which sometimes you like to see on the option, but with the way the Fontbonne defense broke through, neither option there was a good one for Blaze Kano. So he handed it off and pick up of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Kano takes an end zone shot. Incomplete. Yeah, he had him in a jump ball situation. Looked like he just put a little bit too much on it and airmailed him.
Yeah, and looks like Kashawn Prather got a hand on that one, but tight coverage there. Prather out of Morton. So 3rd and 9. I like the shot to the end zone there on 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I guess the only bad part is now 3rd and 9.
Now you can play, though, to pick up the...
to make 4th down more manageable.
Or pick up the first, yeah. I like taking one shot to the end zone.
You might be in a pass situation here again.
I think so.
Kano to pass with time. Pump fakes, reverses field, past the 20. He should be right around the marker.
He's going to be about half a yard short, it looks like.
A really nice job there, not forcing the ball, but not giving up on the play. He didn't throw it away. Wanted to see what he could do with his legs. And let's see if Cal College, where they've been in this situation, 4th down, less than a yard. They were in the shotgun last time. Might want to get under center and just drive forward with Kano. That's a big body. That's a hard man to stop from getting half a yard.
Yeah, nice job improvising there by Blaze Kano. 4th.
In less than a yard?
In less than a yard. They're in shotgun again.
I'm surprised by this.
Got some room to the left side of the defense. We just want to snap it and go.
He got it. LaLunge got Flemings the 1st down. And that's big there. It's going to move the sticks. And again, we talked about you can get to 4th down every single time. The clock does not matter.
Yep. This is the first possession of overtime, so we'll see what the Crimson Wave do here, and Fontbonne has to at least match it, send this game to 2nd overtime, or if the Crimson Wave can leave St. Louis and head back to the region with the W.
I'm curious to see if they do score, if they go for 2. Flemings works the outside, past the 10,
He's got
the 5, the pylon. He's in for 6. Flemings off tackle, picks up 14 for the end zone, and it is a 12-6 game.
Nice job by Jonathan Flemings to bounce that to the outside, and once he gets the corner and gets Green in front of him, he is a hard man to stop it. He had a nose for the end zone there. Crimson Wave take a 12-6 lead, and they bring out the PAT team.
This is big. Don't think this point after does not matter. This has a lot of significance into this game. Both teams missed their point after following both their touchdowns in regulation.
Jonathan Fleming's making the case to be the Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game.
Good snap, good hold. PAT looks to be good. And it is. That is huge. 13-6 makes it a 7-point game, but Cal College started with the ball, and as overtime rules work in college now, the defense switches to offense. We're going to see Fontbonne take the field.
Let's get a turnover here right away to end this one. Get those kids on the bus in celebratory fashion on the ride home.
I think you're going to see some running here off the bat from Fontbonne.
Yeah. And Fontbonne was moving the ball pretty well on that last drive before Cal College was able to finally stop them. But they were picking up some big chunks on the ground.
And just like we said for Cal College, you got to think anything is available in the playbook. You're not limited. Time isn't of the essence. Motion man. Give to the running back, goes nowhere. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. That's a great start for the defense for Cal College.
– 13-6 Cal College with the lead. Fontbonne.
2nd down and 10, 2 receivers both sides. They motion Jordan Flowers. Roll out to the right. Nearly picked out of the reach of Flowers was who they were looking for. And it was Quindarius Davis who nearly got his hands on that.
Could have ended the game there with that pick. Looks like that was actually 19 Messiah Selby.
I don't remember seeing him in week 1.
He didn't throw it his way too often. Crimson Wave 2 plays away from getting a big road win. First road win in program history. They got to close this out strong against the Fontbonne Griffins.
3rd down and 10. Back to pass. Blitz comes, avoids it. End zone chuck. Tipped. Incomplete. So it's going to come down to this. Fontbonne needs 10 yards to keep their hopes of winning alive. All Cal College needs to do is keep them from getting 10 yards. Cal College started with the ball in overtime. They scored. Fontbonne has yet to pick up a yard on their first 3 plays on offense so far here in overtime.
This Crimson Wave defense has been outstanding today. It's got to hold on for one more play. Some discussion in the secondary there about changing up the coverage.
4th down. Roll out to the right. They got him! The Cal College defense gets the sack, and they get the stop in overtime and come out victorious 13-6.
Wow, what a game. Calumet College going on the road, coming from behind. The defense helped set up that first touchdown. The offense takes care of business in overtime, and the defense closes it out with the sack. 13-6. Crimson Wave 2-1 on the year.
An exciting win for Cal College on the road in overtime. You've been in this situation before. You lost that first game, your inaugural game. Give them credit. Showed some resiliency coming back from a 6-0 deficit to score 13 unanswered. It's a big win for a program like Cal College.
That's big, and that's going to be a fun bus ride home for the Crimson Wave on their way back to the region, coming back from St. Louis with the overtime win. Nice job by Coach Novak and all the players to get that W, get on the winning side of 500, 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, and we got some awards to hand out, too.
Let's name our Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, brought to you by the Crowell Companies. They're the insurance superheroes, proud to recognize superheroes on the football field. Let's go with Jonathan Flemings once again. Scored the game winner in overtime. I know he had that fumble earlier, but nice job bouncing back. He continues to run hard all game long, and he's the engine that makes this Crimson Wave offense go, and he scored the game winner in overtime on a nice run from 14 yards out to the outside. That's a superhero-like performance. I believe he had the first touchdown of the game as well, but we didn't get the exact exact number on that one. So Jonathan Fleming's our Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. We also have our proud Union home play of the game, brought to you by the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Build your future at ikorcc.com. And we're going to go with that game-winning touchdown by Jonathan Fleming. Again, the game winner. How can he beat a game winner in overtime? A great yard from 14 yards out, Jared. Looked like it was going to be run up the middle. He bounces it to the outside, finds the corner, finds pay dirt.
Yeah, did a great job. Like you said, he had the fumble, but give him credit. He didn't let that affect him and was able to come through in overtime when they needed him the most.
And finally, our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game, Earn While You Learn. Boilermakers Local 374. I'm going to go Isaac Hedgewood. He had the pick that set up that first Cal College touchdown. That was almost our proud Union home play of the game, but he made plays all over the field. He had the pick and the big return. He's just been great for this Cal College defense, and he's our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game.
Why not? I think he's definitely more than deserving of it, and give him credit. Had a really nice game, huge pick that led to the team's first touchdown, and ultimately the win.
Yeah, nice resiliency for Cal College here today. They get the win, 13-6 in overtime on the road at Fontbonne. Great job today by our Region Sports Network crew here in the Centier Bank Studios. Executive producer Chris Ramirez. He was also my broadcast partner for the first half. Jared Schlensky coming in, tagging him out and tagging in for the second half. Jared, always fun to work with you.
Always. Thank you so much.
We know we're going to get overtime when you and I work together.
That's right. Now we know.
That's right. Zach Miller on the production. I want to thank Andy Marks, the athletic director at Calumet College of St. Joseph, for all of his help in setting up this broadcast. And, of course, thanks to you, the viewer, spending your Saturday with us here on the Region Sports Network. The final score for the final time, Cal College wins it over Fontbonne 13-6 in overtime. For Chris Ramirez, for Jared Schlensky, for Zach Miller, for everybody at the Region Sports Network, my name is Nathan Laird. Thanks for watching. This has been Game Day here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.